Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, as always, to another video, and today we are playing some Baldur's Gate 3, jumping into our Dark Urge character. If you want to see how we built this guy into who he is right now, the lovely Krolt, or not so lovely, as we may soon find out, you can jump on over to episode 0 and take a look. But we're going to jump right into things here with our Dark Urge character, and I've played this game pretty extensively over the last 9-10 months or so, as long as it's been out. But I have not done the Dark Urge because I find it kind of difficult to be mean to people in real life, but also in video games. And so I've kept away from it because there are a lot of mean things that happen as we go along here. But never fear, I think I've played enough of this game to get over it. And I think we'll probably do some mean things along the way. I don't know if we're going to go completely evil, but I certainly think there's going to be some regrettable topics to come. And yeah, I think we also have a couple of things to real quick go over before we leave the Nautiloid here. And it's that, number one, I am using a couple of mods, a couple of very minor quality of life mods, which I'll list on screen, but then also in the description. It's nothing really all that crazy, but just a few things to help us out here. For example, our camera tools here, which is a great little mod. It does make things a little bit jank at times, but it allows us to get awesome little close-ups of our character in shots like this, and just move our camera in a lot more of a free way. I also got the improved UI mod, along with a couple of others. We're gonna exit through the sphincter and go and see what's good out here. So I have done a lot of Baldur's Gate. I've completed this game a few times. I've made it to Act 3 even more times. And I very rarely recruit us, but I know the big spoilers, obviously, for this game already. I know the major spoiler for the Dark Urge. I'm not going to talk about what it is until we get there, and I'm not going to talk about really any spoilers until we get there for the most part, outside of maybe a thing here or there. But I will give ample warning for that, and anything that I mention will not be massive story plot spoilers. And we're going to talk to Myrnath here and see what's going on with him. Rough day, buddy?
You've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
So, I'm running through my mind right now a little bit of what I think my character is, and what kind of perspective I'm coming from for him, and what his decision making will be throughout the game. And I'm thinking that he, in his current state, is someone who generally... This is interesting, because I hadn't actually thought about whether or not we were going to be properly motivated by good or evil until we got right here staring at this brain. And so I'm going to get us off the brain here. Oh, they're crying. I never noticed that before. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us.
Well, I think my guy is certainly ready to let some anger out, and so I'm going to go through a strength here and break the skull. That worked great. I don't think... Yikes. Oh! That's nasty.
The skull holds fast.
Who am I talking to?
Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Oh, I definitely want to kill him now. Destroy the brain. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. So, I think he's definitely very, very upset at the Mind Flayers, but whether or not he's going to be just going out to do good things for other people, I think if there's something in it for him, he will. Other than that, certainly not. So let's head on down. I forget if this goblin has anything here. I think there are some... I think there's some gold to be had, if I recall correctly. 3 pieces. Nonetheless, that'll go towards some dye or something. Let's read this
Images
Olithic
of
record.
goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Alright, well, moving on. And yeah, so I'm a fairly experienced player with this game at this point, but there's certainly a lot that I have not seen and a lot more for me to do, and the bulk of it is in the Dark Urge, and so I'm going to dive into that here, and I'll keep the spoilers completely spoiler-free, unless there's warning, but keep in mind that I do know the big Dark Urge spoiler if you know it, but I will not mention it until we get up to that point. And I will give you a big spoiler here. We're going to meet Lae'zel. Very gift shot.
This is your end. Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Oh, my head. What is this? You are no thrall. Blackith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
So I think in this, I think he's, at this point, our character is completely blinded by anger in the fact that he's woken up, now flying through the hells on probably what was just a Monday for him. The worst Monday ever. And so, who the hell are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Yeah, I can do it myself, lady. Shut it.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the natives. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
They've crammed more shots of Lae'zel's ass into the first 20 minutes of this game than I think any other game does with any other character. Alrighty. I do actually love Lae'zel. I think she's a good character, but also kicks ass! Which we are going to see the first example of right here, baby! Fire. Alrighty. Just going to have her keep moving, and I am going to use our... we'll use Firebolt here. Just going to use cantrips because there's really no point in using the spell slot. If you want to see how I decided what spells I'm using here, what cantrips I've got, and how I decide on the wizard class, hop on over to episode 0, and all that's there for you. I'm going to move back here. Worth noting, we are playing on Tactician difficulty. which is not my normal difficulty. I normally am I'm a balanced boy, but we're gonna tactician it up a little bit and challenge myself a tiny little bit here. Because I normally play this game, for the enjoyment, the RP of it. I'm not normally planning to really challenge myself. I've got other games that I enjoy that for. But this one, since we're having fun, we're trying something new, we're making a YouTube video, we're gonna tactician it up. And I'm not gonna talk about this as if I'm kind of approaching this at an angle of you've probably already you're familiar with Baldur's Gate to a certain degree. And so I'm not going to explain every single move that I'm doing or why I'm doing it, but I will go into things a little bit here, and I'm going to daze that guy just because I had the extra bonus action and nothing else to do. And I'm going to Ray of Frost him from up here, and boom. No need to move my guy, he's way out of the way. He's way too close to make that, oh, no, I didn't mean to run. Way too close to make that firebolt work, and we're just going to main hand attack this guy. Boom. Nice.
You proved surprisingly adamant.
Yeah, surprising, huh? We're just going to pick up all this stuff, add it to wares. Not much point in me taking this, except these crossbows, which I'm going to send to Lae'zel here. We are going to lose her ability to use this for the time being, but it... Oh, I didn't notice there's an incinerated mind flare here. For a little bit, once we get off the Nautiloid, but we'll find her pretty quickly. Excuse me. Just loot all these guys real quick. I'm going to equip this too. Not that I really will ever have much use for it, but we will take it. I talked about some mods earlier. Another one that I got is this transmog mod, which we're not going to worry about right now. But if we if we want to use that later, we have it, which will just allow us to change the appearance of certain things while keeping its abilities. Pick up some gold along the way and hit our restoration station, baby.
It won't be able to take another dragon attack. Need to get out before it's too late.
I think I might stand here for 30 minutes just to prove the point that it will. But I won't. Moving on. Capping off these dead thralls. Sorry, guys. Sorry this was your fate. But one of us has got to pick up the gold. I'm also going to swap back over to melee. One of my pet peeves in this game is, like, for example, like Lae'zel or like Karlach having like the bows on their back when they use the swords all the time. I wish there was a way to like permanently set it so that you could have it that way, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm also going to try and be quiet anytime that the characters are talking. Well, I forget which one of these does what. Unleash. Aggression. I feel like it's got to be the right one. Because I know you can kill these guys, set them free, or... tough luck. Or, not set them free. Kill these guys, or they go to hostile, and you gotta fight them. Ooh, sacrificed cultist. We're going to talk about this later on in the game, because that is interesting. It's something that I never noticed before. We're going to let Shadowheart out of the...
We have no time for stragglers.
I would say, though, that my guy is certainly not in any desire to stand around with stragglers. I certainly agree with Lae'zel in this scenario. And I'm not going to say anything to her. I think for RP purposes, my guy... So that's another thing. Say in the comments how much you want me to really like adhere to RP purposes versus like actually trying to min-max things a little bit. Well, I mostly play this game for RP, right? And so like in this situation, I would say my character is really trying to get the hell off this ship, and so he won't even stop to lockpick this. But in our meta context world, where we know this ship isn't actually going to explode no matter how long we stay here, I would definitely stay to lockpick this. And so let me know, and kind of using this as an example, if you would have me lockpick this or not. Oh, can we not even do it with no... Yeah, we don't even have to use tools. Can I... I'm just going to take it and run. I do not normally do that. But we're just going to take this guy and run, and yeah, that'll be general idea. Would you want me to... How much do you want me to focus on RPing?
We're nearing the hell. Once inside, do as I say.
Like, do you want me to play into the meta context of things, or play as someone who really has no clue what the, no prior knowledge, as if, you know.
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
So, I feel like my guy's kind of blinded by rage in this situation, but I also don't think he's a complete moron. Because he is a wizard, you know, he's a learned fellow. He certainly knows a thing or two about a thing or two. And so, we'll have him be aggressive in this situation. What I'm trying to get at is, would he just want to kill everything in this room instead of just, you know, running to escape in his rage? And I think he would probably just in this situation escape. But, you know, certainly take a guy or two down with him. Yeah, and so I'm kind of talking through in this episode too. We're going to be talking through the first few episodes a lot about how our character feels about certain things and his decision making. And we're going to start here with a firebolt. I don't think these guys are... Yeah, none of these guys. I think the imps might be. Oh, no. Not resistant to fire damage at all, huh? Alrighty. Well, we'll take it. We're going to fire at the imps because we got a better chance of killing them. Yep. Like, for example, that would not have killed the Hellsboar, but it did kill the imp. And we're just going to have him stand here. Lae'zel will take on the Hellsboar. See if we can get the daze. Boom. We'll move on. That guy's got a crossbow. I didn't realize that. Alrighty. I do like to also loot during this battle. So yeah, so a certain amount of metagaming is going to be taking place, but I'd say an acceptable amount. 1 damage is borderline insulting. I would literally rather I just not hit him. Is he just going to fight it would be funny if he just went and fought the Mind Flayer over here. Boom! Perfect. Nice. That's good stuff. We'll hit the second win later. Yeah, what's up? I wonder if the enemies do less damage on the Nautiloid just because it's the tutorial mission. Another crossbow here. No dice. Would have loved to kill him there, but no can do. Lae'zel, finish it off for us. Nice, there we go. And we'll have Lae'zel run on up, see if she can hit it, or if she's going to run into some more enemies up here. Which she's going to run into enemies. Whether or not she'll be able to make it to the transponder before that, we shall see. We'll hit the second wind with the bonus action since we got the extra one. We probably will not need it up here.
Into the bloody fray.
I think these guys have different voice lines for the Dark Urge versus just straight up Tav characters. Let me know if that's the case. I'm curious about that. I don't think I've heard Into the Bloody Fray before. We'll hit him with the... yeah, I know, buddy. I'm just running by here, man. I'm just holding the door for you as I'm going into the same place as you, man. Just chill. Yeah, I know. God, everyone gets so antsy the second you do something different. Sick. This whole intro mission is so cool, man.
Hurry, before they strike.
Nice. Oh, I wish I didn't hit my dash, but whatever. Pick that up and add to wares. See, like, you see how many things I'm pulling off these mind flayers and stuff here just as I'm running through the intro level, which, are there any, like, chests up here or anything? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's something. Solidite shell. What is that? That's gotta be just a alchemy thing, which that's another thing I really haven't done. Let me know if you want me to dive into alchemy, because I've never done that before, but I can certainly get into it here. We'll just have Lae'zel run on up to this imp here. Alright, our two friends, too, have arrived to push us out. Can we still see, like, a Shadowheart in there? Still, alright, so you can't see her, so there is a possibility that she escaped before this, because I'm just wondering the logistics, then, of Shadowheart escaping here, and then these guys running through the, room. I never thought about that before. But we're gonna catch on up to Lae'zel here. Let's see, can we hit this guy from 60-yard Hail Mary? Dude, am I gonna get killed by Commander Zeke? Is Lae'zel gonna get killed by these guys? Because I'm just gonna have her hit the good old-fashioned leap. You got it! And Lae'zel's gonna hit it for us here.
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time.
Also, I'm gonna try and keep the cursor out of the middle of the cutscene. Hey, buddy. Oh! That still would kill you. You might as well just hit the fucking dirt. Alright, I take it back. This is a horrible Monday. And so, I'm going to try and keep the episodes to around an hour long here, and
I've expected your memories to return once you are free of the Mind Flayer ship. Your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
So I'm going to try and keep the episodes to about an hour long here. It seems like, and it seems like people generally like as it comes to Let's Play content, which really isn't big on YouTube anymore. It's not the YouTube of 10 years ago, but it seems like the people who do watch Let's Play content prefer it to be a little bit longer in an episodic format. And I just thought, honestly, this was a good way for me to get started. Because it's something consistent that I know that I can do. And I just wanted to put something out there to get started. And so I figured I'd just do this because I know I've got a lot of experience and I know I can do what it takes to make a series on this and not... and I didn't really know what else to start with. So we'll start with it here. And we'll keep going here. I'm not sure how long I've been recording this episode 1 for, because episode 1 and episode 2 I did not stop recording, or pardon me, episode 1 and episode 0 I did not stop recording between. And so, if I had to guess, we've probably been going for maybe a little bit longer than 30 minutes, so I think we'll probably do a little bit here and keep it moving from there. So we'll keep on keeping on here on this beach. Get the individual gold piece.
Drink in pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty. Something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
Oh, how did I miss that?
You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
So certainly a darker start than the regular Tav playthrough. And we're going to start by looting this old beach here. There's a lot of good stuff on the beach here that you can grab if you're just meticulous and look through all these guys. So let's take a peek through. The fish is awesome for just early camp supplies. Send all this stuff to camp. Anything that you, any camp supplies.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Beautiful. Any camp supplies that you run across, just send it straight to camp. It still pops up in your like camp inventory when you're going to long rest. And there's no point in you holding it in your inventory because it's just adding weight. Let's read our letter here. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. Let's start this fucking over. Who else in the class would like to read? Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. And keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Very cute. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make it do without rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. God, I am bad at reading aloud. I didn't realize that until right now. Thought I was better than that. Maybe we'll get better as things go on here. Another dead fisher. Shadowheart, we're gonna find out in a second, but I gotta look through these barrels first. Yo, drum, sick. Thieves' tool, also sick. Trap disarm kit, also sick. Shadowheart, you do this? Damn, bitch, you live like this?
Blasted door! What? Stop! Not another step or I'll... Wait. You're the one who left me to die on the ship.
Suddenly you see what she sees, feel what she feels. Anger, bitterness, a will to survive.
Ah! Did you feel that? You've got the same thing. In your head. Excuses.
Yes, sorry, is sassy-ass response.
You just ran.
Yeah, sorry,
No
bitch, I
way.
was looking out for
We
me.
survived the hells, survived the crash. But we mightn't survive these things in our heads. They're going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers.
It's good that everybody else except me knows about this. I certainly don't want whatever the snarky-ass info she's gonna tell me. Because I'm certain that she does not trust me at this point, so I'm not going to ask her about mind flayers. Let's ask her if she's sure.
This is how the mind flayers breed. We host their spawn, and once they're ready, they'll tear right through us. I'm not sure how much time we have left, but I'm not going to wait to find out. You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies.
It's crazy.
I'm hoping something of use might be behind this door. But I've barely made a dent in it so far. Be my guest, but that door's too strong. Maybe there's another way, up the cliff. Hopefully there's no more of these things.
I'm going to go with the drow response here. I feel like that's the most
These
dark
things have been
urge.
giving me plenty of practice, but I'd rather get out of here than push my luck.
Alliances have been made on
Company for our
less.
final moments. But you're right. Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support. You can call me Shadowheart.
Something in me tells me I'm the dark urge. That's hilarious. That's a funny drow one as well. I've never met an elf, half or otherwise. But I'm gonna go with just the straight up. I'm Krolled.
Lead the way.
Welcome to the party, Shadowheart. Do you have a crossbow? No, you don't. Gonna give you one of these. And now that I got this, I'm gonna try and lockpick this. Use guidance from Shadowheart here. Damn, man, I can't get lucky at all. That's tough. All right. What is my... I don't have Karmic Dice on, do I? Karmic Dice is a setting that's on by default when you first load the game. Aha! That will reduce the actual randomness of the dice, and if you get a lot of bad rolls in a row, it'll cause you to then get a lot of good rolls in a row to kind of make up for it and keep things balanced, as opposed to pure RNG. I prefer the pure RNG, and so that's why I just switched that back on. And now we'll go up here and fight these intellect devourers. More of those wretched things. You can, if you want to get real cheeky about it, you can climb your way on up here. Skip this whole fight and get Gale over here. And, just carry on the game through that route and then come back to these guys later. Because these guys are a sneaky, difficult fight. But we're going to F5 it real quick here to save our game and just go on in. See if we can win a battle. We're going to hop right on up here, just because it's very nice to go from the high ground. Good to see. It's always good when you see someone dashing, because they're not going to be able to attack you once they get close to you. Yeah, see? It's just like... These guys can do... more damage to me, they almost killed me, before I even get a chance to hit them. So, what I do want to do, how much health? These guys do have a lot of HP. I think Shadowheart will just have her hit one of these guys with a guiding bolt, whichever one the lowest one is. This one, have the highest chance of killing it. Perfect. And then we're gonna hit Krolt with Healing Ward. Perfect. Get him back to full HP. And then we're going to throw out a magic missile. Hit this guy with 2 of them. Then hit this guy with 1. That's brutal. Because it's going to be difficult for us to kill both these guys next turn then too. But we're going to go get up on the high ground here. And actually try and move away from this cliff a little bit. So that it's a little bit more difficult to see us, but they do have low ground disadvantage then. And then Shadowheart we're going to have run over here, so that these guys need to run way over here if they want to hit her. Yeah, see, we'll take that. We'll take them taking this shot from so low. Boom. Got real lucky there. That's what we like to see. Going to move Shadowheart back in. She's already used her both her spell slots. We'll have her crossbow this guy. 85% miss is just brutal. This is difficult. I do not know what to do here. Alright, I think we're going to try and firebolt here. Damn, tough. Then we're going to have him run away back into that corner there. They're both probably going to attack Shadowheart, I imagine. Nope. We will take that every day of the week that they're trying to shoot uphill at us. Got so lucky in this fight. Let's see if we get unlucky again. Jeez, man. That's just brutal. But hide back here. And I think we may... No, we'll just hit this guy again with a... Oh, come on! You're fucking with me now. So, should we use shield here? When you're about to be hit by an enemy, increase armor class by 5. Yeah, no. We'll take that. Come on. Oh my lord, man. 85% miss 3 times in a row. Let's break that down real quick. 85... What's 85% of 80? So... 1/3% that Shadowheart misses that 3 times in a row. 1/3%. That is crazy. What are other things that are that you would be 1/3% to have hit? I don't even know why I crossed. I'm so used to my old Paladin playthrough. I completely zoned out by the fact that Shadowheart has missed this now 6 times in a row. Thanks for showing up, Shadowheart. She's gonna get killed now. This is crazy, man. This is Shadowheart. Come on. At least we got lucky there. Alright, I believe. There we go. There we go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Shadowheart, pick our mans up. I was completely blinded by the 15%. 15% misses back to back to back. Alright, we will short rest it real quick. And we are going to loot up a little bit here. I don't think these intellect devourers really have anything. I think you can get a couple void bulbs around here, though, which I am a big fan of, because like I said, I love pushing people off cliffs, and that is a great tool for doing such things. And we'll leave the skull there. The nobleman also has a couple good things on him. Poor guy. Silver locket. 50 gold, which is very good for us going this early on. And we'll send the green grapes back as well. Nothing on the intellect devourer, if I recall. And we'll see what's on the mind flayer here. Potion of speed and 2 void bulbs. I don't know how much of these loot tables are actual loot tables versus how much of it is just listed that way every time. But I can't tell. I don't know. I feel like you get the speed potion off that guy every time. But I feel like a lot of chests are. They vary. The thieves tool, we'll take that. This wooden trunk doesn't have sturdy or anything on it, so we'll just break it. And we'll pull out the leather helmet here. Pick that up and add that to wares. Because usually, honestly, by the time that it's even worth wearing these, by the time that it makes that you actually need the armor to make a difference in your survival, it's you get something better than a leather cap. So keep it moving here, and meet our boy Astarion, who I've got some current beef with for my most recent playthrough, but you know, fresh eyes. Come on, buddy.
Harry, I've got one of those brain things caught. In the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
I'm blinded by rage, I would say. Easily. Stand back. Look out.
There. Can you see it?
I'll firebolt this guy into oblivion. It's a boar. Astarion, you dog.
Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you.
With this sick neck pack, come on, dog.
No need for this to get messy.
Can't mess up this art.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not?
If he's saying that he saw me on the ship, like, he's not making that up, right? So he would have, I mean, I would guess he would have no reason to make that up. as you'll learn, I'm not the brightest bulb in the tool shed, so
Splendid.
I'm gonna nod.
And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks...
Ah, brother, you see, I was not affiliated with those tentacled freaks aboard the Nautiloid. He's angry. What the hell are you talking about?
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm, the light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Definitely hitting him with the wizard melee attack. Cause I'm mad. Come on, man, let me hit a roll. I got my hands in my face in my hands, man.
A fine effort, but I've seen it all. I was walking this land whilst your ancestors were learning to crawl. Now tell me,
Brother, you are a
what just happened?
vampire. Except, obviously, we all, Astarion's a vampire, but the fact he's in Sun would be the big thing telling, someone who'd hear about vampires, someone in this world, that would be saying, this guy can't be a vampire.
Stupid. I saw into your head, you know.
I wonder if will he just kill me? I was wondering if that was a possibility, but I guess not.
You're not one of them. They took you. Same as they took me. I'm half tempted to spill your guts all over the dirt anyway, but for now... Apologies.
Astarion sounds like my kind of murderous fella. I would say this in somewhat of a sarcastic tone, I would say.
Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Alright, I would, in this situation, I think my character would just say I'm Krolt, but that's the closest. I'm just going to say I'm Krolt.
So, do you know anything about these words?
They're going to turn us into mind flayers, buddy.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although... it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
I think you should travel with me, Astarion. Our odds are probably better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right, I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
Ah, everybody's leveled on up. Nice. So, it's pretty clear about that the Dark Urge is completely, utterly tempted by killing things. So we'll just keep that in mind as we continue our RP, and we're going to level on up here. So, level 2 is a big one, because we're choosing our subclasses here, And I am going to choose Evocation, which is what I normally have Gale do. There are a lot. I said that very confidently. I am going to take another look at these, but what I almost always choose is Evocation when it comes to Wizards and Gale, just because I love casting Fireball into a crowd of people that includes my friends and none of my friends dying. And I think that's a good time. Necromancy is just not a great subclass in this game. They don't get great features as compared to some of the other ones, just because there isn't a lot to do, or as comparable to the other subclasses. Conjuration, so Summoner, not quite my vibe either. I'm big, I like casting Fireball. I like doing damage. Don't want to do Enchantment. Divination, a little bit in the same vein there. The Portent Dice, that's a fun feature. I do remember playing that one once. Illusion, you specialize in unraveling and restricting the fabric of reality to fool the unwary, the gullible, and the monstrous. Not going to do that. Transmutation, yeah, no. So we're going to do the good old-fashioned Evocation. And our next spells, we'll do Chromatic Orb, because I like Chromatic Orb. I just think I like big damage spells. I think that's what Wizards are good at in this game. Staying far behind things and throwing a lot of damage at things that have a row of allies between you and them. And what else here? What else? We don't really need to disguise self, because being a drow is going to give us a lot of opportunities with the Goblin Camp in Act 1. I think we'll probably do Fog Cloud. Just to add a little bit of support to our portfolio here. And that said, though, we are going to keep it the same for our learned spells. Moving on to Shadowheart. I believe her subclass is chosen for us, but we can change that with Withers later on. And we're going to keep the same stuff here, except we're going to replace Shield of Faith with Sanctuary and Cure Wounds with Bless. Because Cure Wounds I just don't think is that great, because you need to be touching somebody, and I don't think having your characters all bunched together is ideal. And especially just having Shadowheart need to be running around places to heal people isn't ideal either. Next we got Astarion here, and all you do for leveling up a rogue is hit accept. And so, I'd say that is a great end to episode 1 for Krolt and crew. Don't have the full crew established yet, but it's going to take a little while to get there. And I'd say we made good progress for our first 2 episodes, which are coming in a little bit shorter. This one is, I think they're probably both coming in a little bit shorter than an hour. I'll be better about that in episode 2. But thanks for jumping in on this journey with us, guys. Really, really appreciate it. If you want to see more, see certain things from me in the future, please do me a favor and comment or like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. So really appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in episode 2. Peace.